Hi everyone, in this video I will be showing you how to find a factorial of a number in Java. So let's get started. So there are multiple ways to find the factorial of a number. One is by using recursive function and another one is by using a for loop or the iterative method. So I'll be showing you the for loop because I think that is one of the easiest method to do this. So first let me explain you what is a factorial. So 5 factorial, we use the exclamatory symbol over here, which is basically equal to 1 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 4 and 5. So basically we will be having a for loop that iterates from 1 till equal to that number. Alright, it's not less than that particular number, it's equal to that particular number, it's equal to n. That is going to be our terminating condition in our for loop. And inside the for loop, we will be having a variable to store the entire value of this. So it's going to be really simple one, I guess. So first let me have the number. So int n equal to, let me go with 5 at first. You can get the number as an input from the user. It's totally up to your choice. So we will be finding the factorial of n or 5. Okay. And I will go with a for loop. So as I told you, our int I will start from 1. Don't start it from 0, because if you start from 0, it's basically going to be 0 at the end, because 0 multiplied by any number is going to give you 0. So you need to start from 1. You need to be careful over here because it's 1 asterisk 2 asterisk 3. If you put 0, the entire value will be 0. And that, as I told you earlier, the terminating condition is going to be I less than or equal to 5. It's not I less than 5. You need to be careful there as well. So it's going to be I plus plus. So now we are done with the first part. And the second part, as I told you earlier, we need a variable to store the value of 5 asterisk 4 asterisk 3 asterisk 2 asterisk 1. So for that, let me create a variable int fact equal to 1. So this variable is quite similar to sum equal to sum plus particular value, and we will be initializing int sum equal to 0, right? In case of like multiplication, this is exact same thing in multiplication, but we are having 1 rather than giving 0, because if you give 0, the entire value is going to be 0. This is just like an initial value. If you don't give fact equal to 1, some other garbage value will be going to stored in that particular term, or else we will be getting an error like this value has been not initialized. So that's the only reason we are initializing with 1, because 1 multiplied by any number is going to give that particular number itself. So it's not going to make any change to our value, and it is just to initialize our variable fact. So I hope that made sense. So inside this, it's going to be fact equal to fact asterisk of I. Okay, that's it. So at the end, we will be getting our factorial over here. So now I will just print the value, and later I will be explaining you with the demo like how this is work, what are the process that's taking place over here. So it's going to be system.out.printf. So I will go with the factorial is %d comma fact. Yeah, saving it now. I think there aren't any errors. If I just now compile it, run it. So you can see that I got the factorial is 125, factorial is actually 120. So now I will explain you how this is going to work now. So what happens here is that this term, I think this is going to be the most confucius part. So first thing, our I will come, it will be inside this loop. I value is going to be 1, and what happens here is that factorial equal to fact asterisk I. So our fact initial value is 1. All right, so it's going to be 1 asterisk, our I initial value is 1 as well. So 1 asterisk 1 will basically give us 1 at the end. So this is during the first iteration. Our fact value is 1. So it goes, I value gets incremented, I is going to be 2. And the next iteration, what happens is that fact equal to fact asterisk of 5. So our factorial value was 1 like the previous iteration. So it's going to be fact equal to 1 asterisk of I, because our previous value is 1. So it's going to be 1 asterisk, I is 2 now. So it's going to be 2 this time. So this is doing the second iteration, and third iteration goes, I value becomes 3, and our fact will be equal to previous fact value. Previous fact value is 2, so it's going to be 2 asterisk I value is 3 now. So it's going to be 2 asterisk of 3, which is going to be 6. It goes again, I gets incremented, I is going to be 4, and it goes here. It's going to be previous fact value is 6, so it's going to be 6 asterisk of I is 4, which is going to give it 24, and I plus plus I is going to be 5, and it goes again, previous fact value is 24, so it's going to be 24 asterisk I, which is 5 in this case, and it's going to give 120 at the end. So this is how it works in a nutshell, and I hope you would have found this video useful. I've also run many other tutorials in Java, C, C++, Node.js, React.js, MongoDB, MySQL, Spring Boot. So do check my playlist of my channel. subscribe me. Thanks for watching.